Hello everybody, welcome out there and welcome to my channel. We got a good topic today, and the topic today is going to be forgive. It's a lot of people I see out there that's just broken because the word forgive have just taken people to a whole nother level, and sometimes in life you got to learn how to just forgive, move on, and live your life. Because if you don't forgive, you going to be sitting there right now just when you wasting time. You only got one life to live. So why waste your time on things that has nothing to do with an issue, because you have to learn how to forgive. Don't nobody, I'm going to say it one more time, got the perfect life, the perfect nothing. I don't give a care who you are, like I said once again. That's like one of my scenes. But you know what? Forgiving takes a lot from people, because people be feeling like, I don't want to forgive because, it's just, what about the times when you need to be forgiven? What about the times when it was time for you to say, oh, I gotta forgive. Oh, I gotta forgive. And you didn't forgive. How does that making you feel? Every day you go in your life, you like, oh, I just need to forgive, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and, you can listen to other people. Other people got what they got to be saying with their mouths running, knowing what you think they probably gonna do if they was in that situation. Everybody got an opinion, but is your opinion gonna be a godly opinion for the person, or is your opinion is going off of, oh, well, if it was me, this what I would be doing. Now, give a person something really good to go on. Don't give them nothing like bad to go on. I mean, why you want to go on something bad? I mean, don't nobody want no bad news. Don't nobody want to deal with no bad news. People want something good to think, for people to say. Why you want to be like, oh, well, I think you should just, no, I don't think you should do nothing, because I'm not perfect. But I could tell you what I think you should do. I think you should learn how to forgive. Because forgiving somebody, that takes a lot, depending on what a person did. Now, if somebody didn't, I'm gonna break it down so easy, didn't kill somebody that you're supposed to still forgive them and give it to the Lord. But all the rest of this other stuff that's chopping down, I could tell somebody being, molested and things like that, that takes, you still forgive them, but you gotta move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever the situation may be about that. That's a whole nother topic. That's crazy. That mean a person is really, where your mind at? Anyway, forgiving. See, when you gotta learn how to forget and forgive. That's what they say, forget and forgive. Or is it something that we've learned, or is it something that is in your mind and your spirit? Because you can forgive somebody if you want to. You don't have to sit there and take all the, oh, well, I'm just not going to be, because they just sitting up here telling me. Now you're calling everybody calling this other person. Now your business is out there. Now your business is spread all the way around the world. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to learn how to handle some of your situations to yourself like a grown person would do. But if you're not a grown person and you need other people's opinion, that's okay, because sometimes we have to call someone to see what they say or what they have to do. Sometimes it might not be something you want to hear, and then sometimes it's something that you want to hear. But me, if I have to give an opinion to someone and they're calling me, which I have gotten that through my life, about forgiving, it takes a lot to forgive. You know what I'm saying? But, it's topics out there on forgiving, and and there's topics and there's people out there that don't want to forgive. But you know what, it's a lot of stuff out here that I don't even want to forgive. I'm talking about the world itself and what's involving. There's things out here that, but you know what, I just keep praying. I just go to the Lord and be like, Lord, just help me. Let me figure this out. Let me do what I need to do, because this is crazy. This is really, really crazy. All this is really, really crazy. And people shouldn't have to, go through things. Nobody likes to be hurt. Nobody likes to be hurt. Nobody likes, you know, Nobody likes none of that, because that's all bad energy. And when you don't here's the definition: when you don't forgive somebody, you know what happens? It goes into your body, like I said once before, and then it goes to your immune system, and then all of a sudden it just starts building, 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 building. Don't mean you got to talk to them, don't mean you got to do whatever you have to do in a situation, but if you're building the unforgivable mind that you're carrying, and then you're listening, and some of the listening opinions you're listening to is not what you're trying to listen to, because how's that really going to help your situation? Because honestly, it's not, because everybody's still going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. You could tell a person right now, girl, he did this, or you could be like, yeah, man, he did that. Some people really just don't listen. Sometimes some of the opinions are good enough for you to listen so you can know what you need to do the next time, because ain't nobody perfect in this world. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody nothing in this world. So therefore, hey, people deserve chances depending on what they did, is what I'm saying. If it's something small time, minor, you can still be friends. You can still be cool. I'm going to put it to you just like this. If it's something out here with other situations, then you need to get a better understanding, is what I'm saying. And the only reason why you need to get a better understanding, because everybody is grown. So if you get an understanding on forgiving, then you can have a better understanding within yourself, because God looking at you like a true leader, because you're not sitting up there carrying it into your system. It weighs on your shoulder, then it weighs on and you just like, oh, I ain't forgiving them. Now you calling her, girl, I ain't forgiving him. Now he calling her, girl, I'm not forgiving him. Now here they go. It's just like, it goes on and on and on and on and on. But if you sat up there and you said, hey, I'm going to forgive, then guess what? You did the best thing you could ever do in your whole entire life, because you forgave, and God sees why you forgave. But if you sit up there, well, I ain't gonna forgive, and I ain't finna be, and I'm just gonna keep on, and we gonna keep on, and they gonna keep on, and we just gonna keep this crap going on, guess what, Dan? You got a whole bunch of this going on in your mind right here. It will not stop. And now you calling the person you can't forgive, and now they calling somebody, and then you calling, and it's just a whole bunch of jibbering and jabbing and jabbing and jibbering and click, 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 click. God, dog, you'll even be upset with yourself, because you like, what's really going on? Why is this just, I can't, but you know what? People, now don't sit there and just be like, okay. Now, if somebody did something to you, then you need to go ahead and address it. You need to address it and tell them, look, I don't like what you did to me. I don't like this. But if this person is willing to never do this to you again, then that's a good enough thing for you. But if the person is not ready not to do this for you, then you sitting up in here just got yourself going, What's so hard to forgive? Why is it hard to forgive people? Can somebody tell me that? Why is it so hard to forgive people? I just want to know, because what is so hard to forgive somebody? I done forgave people. Don't mean that you forget, because I ain't forgot, but I forgave people, because the Lord asked me to forgive people. No matter what it was, how it was, what happened, who I called, what went on, how it went, this, and that. Because sometimes other people's opinions sometimes can't help me. You know why? Because some other people's opinions is just, they going off of what they thinking, because probably they done been through. Now they up here putting they 20/20 on a 20 and a 20, then it all gets crumbled. But I'd rather hear from somebody who ain't been through nothing like that, because that way they can give me the better situation of the problem that's coming out of their mouth. You see what I'm saying? That mouth. Some people's mouths is full of negative anyway, and you asking a negative person, so you don't get a negative reaction. But if you go ask somebody who positive when it comes to, forgiving, you're going to get a very blissful answer. And they're going to tell you need to forgive that person. Not because, you can't be worried about what other people are saying, or what other people are going to be doing, or what other people think of you. No, you doing it because you feeling that you need to forgive them, deep inside your soul, and you're being a good person in your heart. Not that you sit up here, oh, girl, you shouldn't forgive him, or he, you don't forgive her, man. Come on, man. Who's these people to tell somebody else about? Are you dealing with their daily lives? Is what you want to say? How is that person life who's giving you the gossip? The hateration, as I'll call it, hateration play. See, people do a hateration play when somebody come to their problems sometimes and hate on the person who they talking about, instead of saying, oh, you should do this, you know, yeah, you should do that. No, you know, I think it would be best if you guys could work it out. But if a person's sitting up there telling you something that's negative, then I don't need to listen to it, because I'm already got a negative state of mind. So what the heck do I need a negative person to add on to my negativity that I'm already thinking already, because I'm trying to forgive this person or whoever the situation may be? Come on now, people. How you ever gonna get ahead on that? Can you answer that question for me? Why would you tell somebody who's a negative person something about your situation of forgiving when you could go ask a positive person who could help you in that forgiving? But see, that's what people do. You know, some people get off from a negative, you know, then you listen to the negative, and now your situation is gone with the negative, that you done followed the negative person's opinion instead of following the positive person's opinion who told you the real, because they not no player hater. So you got to be careful who the heck you telling people, because a lot of people out here be player hating on people's opinions when it comes to negativity. And one thing about me, I don't like to tell somebody something and they give me a response of a negative situation, because I'm like, why are you so negative about what in my mind? But I'm not going to tell them that. Then I have to find people who are positive about my situations that are negative, because that negativity, save that for the birds. You could save that for the birds, because ain't nobody trying to hear no negativity on a situation when I gotta forgive somebody too. Where is people really been at? Where is people minds at? I just feel like, what the heck, I need to sit up here and try to forgive you for something, and you sitting up here telling me something negative about a situation that I don't even need to be hearing about. I'm trying to hear something positive about when it's come to forgiving, because forgiving is a big word. Forgiving is something that's really huge. That takes a lot when you forgive somebody. But when you forgive somebody, then you know what? That negativity energy comes out of your immune system. That's why I told you, drink your orange juice. If you have to, you gotta drink your water. Anyway, so how does it feel when it's in your system? Now you just keep on going with it. Now you got everybody in your business and everybody trying to tell you what you need to do. Well, what the heck do you need to do? What do you need to do? Because everybody who you telling ain't even in the same situation that you never been through before. So why would you even sit up there and go waste your time telling somebody who ain't even zero about your issue or your problem? See, that's what's wrong, people. They always telling people who ain't really never been through that, trying to ask an opinion. Oh, let me ask your opinion. But the main people is they keep telling these people who's the negativity, got a negativity reaction. Yeah, some of them are the negative / positive, because they're going to tell you the bad, then they're going to tell you the good. Some people tell you the good, then they tell you the bad. Then you got some people who just tell you straight good. I really just go with the good, because, I mean, hey, everybody has somebody that done something to them through this life that they had to forgive them. Everybody that has somebody that done something to them, that hurted them, hurt their feelings, and just crumbled them, crushed them, and you know, even with these little kids, broke their spirits very early. And how do some people deal with their pain? Some people have forgiven, and you have some people just can't forgive. No telling what, they don't care. They don't care how it go, what it do, how I get it, what it is. They're not going to forgive. And that right there, if that person didn't do something to you that was just, come on, people, this is life. Everybody's life is like a reality show to me. I mean, even when I go to YouTube, it's just like, oh my God. And I could see myself being in, people want to dig up who you are, what you be in your life, this and that. But I'm not going to be putting all that out there. Because you know what? I don't think a lot of y'all could really help me in my situation. And maybe y'all can. If I have a problem, I know who to come to. I'm going to go to God. And then God will direct me to the person, you know, that's positive for me. because everybody can't answer my questions when it comes to forgiving, is what I'm telling you guys. Everybody can't answer your questions when it comes to you forgiving somebody that's done something to you. It could be more than one person, two person, three person, four persons. You know, you could be going out and somebody don't like somebody. And then all of a sudden, here we go again. Oh, girl, she don't like me. Girl, now that girl feelings is hurt. Now everybody don't want to be with, don't want to be her friend. Don't call her, don't invite her out. She seen they going out, they having a good time, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Same stuff, same reaction. So you know what? That girl needs to go find some new friends and find people who really want to be around her. There's so many situations out here. We could talk about this all day. I can go all the way in. I mean, you know, I like YouTube. I feel like, you know, you get bored of it. You just cut your YouTube on. Like this for me, this is a hobby. This is a hobby for me. I do it. If I don't, I don't. And I only have nothing but things to say because this is what I do. But I'm not going to sit up here and, you know... Because I've been that therapist. I know what's going on. See, see about me, it ain't nothing that you could pull on me that I don't even know about. You know why I know it? Because the Lord be telling me. I ain't like I'm finna go out here and just be like, I'm finna go look for some negativity because I just want to feel negative today. Heck no. I don't. The Lord just bzzz. And and other people probably be wondering, how the heck did she even know? I didn't tell the Lord, how did I know? Ask the Lord, how did she know? The Lord be telling people stuff. Remember I told you about karma? The Lord comes back, reap what you sow. What you do in the dark gonna come to the light. Everything you do in the dark, it's gonna come to the light. No matter what you do, whatever you do wrong, somewhere down the line, it's gonna come to the light. I don't care who you is, who you are. You could be rich, poor. You could be whoever in this world. But whatever you do in the dark, one day before you die, it will come to the light. And when it comes to the light, what you gonna do? They say, tell the truth and shame the devil, right? So now what you have to do is now, people done found out the truth, so now people got to go figure out how I'm going to tell this person. Oh, this person. Now you got to tell another lie after another lie. That ain't happened. That ain't what went on. That's a lie. That ain't this. That ain't that. Oh, they lying. They this, that. They don't know what they talking about. But all of a sudden, the person already got the information on you, the 411, and you seem to be looking like a fool. A fool. Yes, you're your own attorney, and you got to try to, you know, trying to make things be back cool or whatever the situation could have been, whatever anybody done, and they caught up to them. To that person. I mean, you got to think God is there. You might not think he ain't, but the Lord, he's there. He's everywhere. You don't even know if the Lord is in your animals and your pets at home just listening to you, reporting. You don't know because you know what? They ain't studied the minds and the brains of animals in these trees and these leaves, the grass. For all we know, it could be the sky listening to you. You never know what could be listening to you, giving reports about you. Your spirit could be telling on you because your spirit don't like it. Your spirits don't be liking certain stuff. So when it comes to forgiving, you need to forgive. And stop listening to other people about opinions that they ain't never even experienced, have nothing to do with it. And some of them are player hater opinions. Because I hate when somebody say something about me or talk about me in the cut and I come and find out. Because you know what I do? It depends on what they talking about. But if they up in the cut and somebody trying to tell them something about me and then they sit up there saying some old hater stuff on me and being evil however they want to be, however they want to conduct themselves when it come to my name, like, excuse me? Hello? Or, excuse me? Won't you come tell me this to my face? See, a lot of people like to talk about you behind your back. See what I'm saying? Talking too goddamn much. And the people who be responding back, life is all messed up. So how you gonna tell somebody life all messed up something in the first place? They already living with a whole bunch of garbage in their life, and you gonna go tell the garbage something about somebody. So y'all need to try to figure out watch out who you telling is what I'm saying. Watch out who you telling. Because sometimes you could tell the person what's going on, and the other person, you know what they do? They go back and tell the person what you said, but not everything what you said. See, some people are not good dictators. So you can go talk about somebody right now about forgiving. They're going to go back and tell that same person exactly what you said. So you know what that's called to me? That's messy. You can't trust everybody who you tell and who you tell your business to or who you talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because people are messy. That ain't a real friend or a real whoever the situation may be. That's a messy person. They ain't trying to make it better for y'all. They trying to make that worse. Because if they were trying to make it better, they would have said something positive instead of going behind your back and saying something negative or telling somebody what somebody said because they coming to them with a problem thinking they could trust them, and all of a sudden this person going back and want to go tell this person or this person, and one of these people that they done told went back and told the person who they talking about the forgiving them or whatever the situation may be. That's going to be my next topic, gossiping. One thing I cannot stand, my nose be itching when I be talking about this kind of stuff, because that just be, it's some hateful ass people out here. It was what I'm have to say. There's some good ass people out here. Excuse my language, is what I have to say. There's some gossiping haters out here, and there's some non-gossiper haters out here. It's people who just want to vent with somebody to try to tell them, I need you to forgive them, I need to forgive them, and you know, but why would they want to go back and go tell the person exactly what you said? Because that's a messy person. Straight messy. And when people come and do things like that, I'm talking about, to me, I don't really like you all like that no more. You could be talking about the mountains for that person. You could be feeling whatever how people want to feel about people. But I ain't got to feel like that, because right there you crossed me and you stepped on my toes, and that way I ain't got to deal. I don't deal with them type. I don't really care. We cool, but we ain't never going to be cool. Because I know I got to watch out for it. I know how you move. You see what I'm saying? So when you know how people move is what I'm saying. When it comes to telling people your opinions, when it comes to forgiving somebody, make sure that you're telling the right person who you want to forgive is what I'm saying. Because it could go from one thing to a whole big ball, or just to a bunch of mess. And now the person who you trying to forgive got the ball in their court, so now they finna turn it back around on you, because now they trying to figure out how they trying to come back and clap back on you. Now they got something on you. So now your ball in the court that you had going on holding the ball, now they got the ball, because now they finna go try to twist it, because they trying to get out of it anyway. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to get about that twist of what they did to you on forgiving. So now that you gave them back the ball in their hand, because you done went and gossip or whatever you done said, somebody done twisted it up. People be twisting up stuff when they talk about stuff. They'll never tell the whole honest God truth unless you are a true religion. A true religion is somebody who people don't have no flaws to really say about. See, when people talk about other people, I listen to what they say, but I have to watch them with my own eyes. I'm going to listen to what they say, but I'm not going to sit up here and go by everyday thing that they said. Oh, this person, okay, well, let me figure it out myself. But once they cross me, I'm talking about me, and step on my toes, what kind of joke did you think you was playing? Is what you need to tell them. You thought in your mind you ain't gotta tell them nothing, but you just know you ain't no dang fool for that person. You just know what that person's capable of doing. You can still be cool, still have a good time, still smile or whatever, but you just know not to tell that person nothing. When it comes, you need to forgive somebody, because they're gonna put your business out there and twist it up and go tell the person like that. So be careful on those things. Moving right along. You guys got to figure out what can you do. You gotta forgive. You gotta forgive. I'm seeing where Nunu at. Nunu, my little dog is just, she got her cute little bed. She's so cute. One day I'm going to show y'all. She's a little spoiled little thing. So I hope you guys learned something today about forgiving and why you need to forgive, because you don't want to put it in your mind, in your soul. You don't want to take that with you to your grave. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to forgive, and give it to God. Let God handle that person. I'd rather God handle it than me, because if I handle it, then it's going to be a whole bunch of just stuff, People done fought over not forgiving. People in jail because they didn't forgive somebody. You see what I'm saying? And now you got yourself in a whole bunch of trouble because you could have just forgave somebody and gave it to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because all things you cannot handle. Because you see, all things you just can't handle on your own. Because not forgiving somebody can become very, very, very worse. And now when you could have just forgave them, and then you didn't, now you got all this going on. You done built a big old bubble. Now your bubble's so big, it's ready to explode, and you gonna hurt somebody. See, you can hurt somebody, you gonna end up hurting the wrong person and never even hurted you before. And then that person, no telling how much love they got for you. Now you can get yourself put in jail, you can get yourself in a bunch of trouble, or that person just don't want to deal with you no more. They might think you crazy, whatever, now, because you taking your issues out on somebody that has nothing to do with why you didn't forgive that person, whoever you can't forgive. You could forgive them, but leave them alone. That's another option. You can forgive somebody and ask the Lord, please help me to forgive them, and leave them alone. Some people you just have to leave alone. Because they're gonna, once they do it once, they'll do it again and again and again. It's like a repeat to them. They sitting back like, oh, I'm gonna do that shit again. I'm gonna do it again. And then you got other people who like, oh, I'm not gonna be doing it. You really forgive them. So you need to figure out, that's my dog Nunu. You need to figure out what you need to do far as forgiving, because forgiving, you know, it's a big word out here. That word is, look how long it's spelled. It ain't even spelled like yes or no. It's forgiving. Forgiving. And that's a big word. So today's lesson was how you need to learn to forgive, and who you need to talk to and tell people your opinions about forgiving, because everybody can't give you an opinion. That's like if I have a problem right now and I need to forgive somebody, I'm not going to go tell everybody who I need to tell, because some people going to go back and tell the person what I said. So that's called to me as a messy ass person. So I rather go tell somebody who's positive, with positive energy, my problem. Because if they're negative, then it's going to go negative. And then when you could have just took it to this level, now it's on this level. Now you gave that person the ball back in their hands, and now they're going to flip that back on you. So you got to know, you got to be careful who you tell when it comes to forgiving, because that is a big word. Well, anyway, shout out to you guys. Thank you for tuning in and coming to my channel. You can like, subscribe if you want. If you don't, hey, then that's on you, because, hey, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. And that's how it is, hey. I like to say shout out to everybody, to my family, to you guys, my friends and everything. As soon as I get to 500 subscribers, there will be $500 going out. So whenever I get to 500 subscribers, somebody will be getting $500. When I get to 100 subscribers, somebody will be getting $100. So every time I get 100 on 100, somebody will get something. So that's the way I like to do it. Anyway, stay tuned, stay down, and this is how we do it. Exclusive2119 is coming. Go to urban/spiritual.com. Go get your clothes. Go order your sweatsuits. Order your, it's all kind of stuff on that line. You need to go in there and go order. It's going down, y'all. Don't miss out in any way. You can check out my channel. You could go to my social media. It's up to you. Look me up. It's up to you. But one thing that I'm not going to let nobody do is come on my channel and blast me, because I'm not going to put it all the way out like that. That's what I'm not going to do. And I am the wrong person. So I see some of these people on these channels is lightweight, but you got some heavyweighters on this sucker too. You know, that you got some people out here on some heavyweights. So you got to know who you talking to, because see, this is freedom of speech, and can't nobody stop your opinion when you talking on here. Nobody. But the Lord. If he don't like it, then he just probably take you down. They don't like it, they'll take it down. You know how the game go. Well, anyway, shout out, have a good time, enjoy your day. Hey, let's get ready to start the new year with new goals. That's gonna be the next video. What is your goals? What do you plan to do? Stay tuned for the gossip line, and stay tuned for the relationships. It's coming soon. All right, y'all, peace, have a good day, and enjoy.